show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We're back. It's Thursday. We have guests. It's a guest night. Wow, you're still looking at the floor, bro. Yeah. Camera's down. Kyle, Ricky, what's up, buddies?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, guys?
It's going to be a fun one tonight.
Go.
You guys are on
I'm
with
so
us.
excited.
Yeah, we kind of planned this in Vegas, right? We were hanging in Vegas, and we said, let's get on. Everybody's busy. Colin and I had some scheduled guests, so we couldn't do it for a few weeks. But here we are. There was an interesting day online today, right? Let me just get this posted. Interesting day online. We were actually talking about Vegas. We were releasing some video from Vegas. We had walked the floor of the IRE, International Roofing Expo. It was Colin, Kyle, and myself. And we were stopping at booths, shooting content as we do, and just talking about the products we know and the relationships we have and that sort of stuff. We were at Spectra's booth for a while. We were with Alurex. We were with US Aluminum. So we were kind of bouncing around. We shot content with each of these groups. And now George, as he does, post-producing, cutting up shorts, putting nice little montages together, and then releasing them. So today, Spectra got some love the other day. Today was Alurex, and there was a lot of buzz. I don't know. I mean, I
You
use
can say buzz. Yeah.
buzz. Let's say what it is. Let's talk about what it is. Ricky saw it himself on the groups. Ricky, what did you see?
I just saw. I haven't had a lot of experience with Alex. I just got like material sent to me through one of my suppliers because I have a nick where I can't get it anywhere close to me. So I've been having trouble trying to get it. I bought it from Houston and I've been using it, but I saw there's like a lot of love, but there's also a ton of hate on it.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. So, and then look, let's reframe this. I don't find that the hate was Alurex specific. I found that the hate was gutter cover centric. It was kind of like a lack of understanding on how to operate as a salesperson or a service business owner operator when it comes to gutter covers. I was actually really taken back by the fact that I don't want to call it ignorance, but to me, it really is. It's like missing the boat on how to use
It never surprises me because it's the gutter installers group. All right?
It's your group, bro.
Hey, the gutter installer. All right? We got a bunch of installers
When it's plural?
in these groups.
Good point, Colin.
We're lucky if they have all their teeth. All right? Let's be honest.
Colin,
This is the gutter industry. All right?
These are people that want to look up to us, bro. You can't say that, man.
Well, hey, you know what? They don't look up to us. Let's be real, man. They don't care.
Some of them do.
Some do. All right? But
yeah.
the majority,
Don't lump them up. Don't lump them up.
yeah.
So, but it is the gutter industry. All right, let's be honest.
Yeah.
All right, we're like right there with roofing. So it's just the reality of the situation. I literally showed up to a customer's house and I made that joke to them, and they're like, "You know what? Every gutter guy I've ever met didn't have teeth. You're right." And I was like, "All right, so we're getting this job, right?" He goes, "Yeah, you're definitely getting the job." So
a gutter guy invented the toothbrush then. That's why they don't call it a teeth
right.
brush?
Correct.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Colin,
Yeah.
check this out. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I was locked in on that. I was like, yes.
All right.
Come on, give me that.
So I want to talk about setting the expectations, right? Like the problem with gutter guards is that some salespeople go over there and they specifically say maintenance free. You're never going to have to deal with it again. And then the homeowner gets in that state. I've never said that.
That is
even when I worked there.
lie in the industry. Let's all agree
It is a 100%.
That'll never need maintenance. Zero maintenance gutter cover is the biggest lie in the rain gutter industry.
That's a scam.
Correct.
But explaining what the homeowner can expect is not. There is gutter covers that keep the debris out of the gutters. They keep the birds, they keep the animals, all that stuff out of the gutter. And that's the whole point of gutter covers, is that it makes it more maintenance friendly than maintenance
open enough to open enough to take water, but not so open that birds aren't nesting in there. You know,
ding,
right?
Ding, ding, ding.
Still got to take
sell
water.
A service plan.
Yeah.
What about that? What about Frank? Do you have a service plan for your gutter guards?
100%. My warranty is voided if you don't have me back at least once a year to do what we call a dusting on those.
Yeah.
Covers. If you don't have us back, that's it. We actually now, we'll let it slide. If you don't call us for a year and then you're like, all right, we're ready for a dusting, we'll handle it. The warranty's intact. But if you're negligent, because we solicit, we come back to these people multiple times a year to get that service. If you're avoiding us and just not approving our annual solicitation, and that happens for 2 or 3 years, guess what? I don't care what happens over there. That's your problem. It's not a warranty issue. But here's the thing. Let's agree that it's insanity to me. So many things can be solved with just a little dose of common sense in this world, especially in our industry. To me, as an owner-operator, why would I want to incur the stress of trying to stand behind a product or sweat my ass off trying to find the product that is the best, that does not need any maintenance, and that I could stand behind and issue this warranty and say, here's the best thing ever, and the manufacturer guarantees it. But I know, with just using a dose of common sense, that cover is going to get stifled and clogged up and jammed. It's just going to happen. Inside miters, splash guards, there's so many ways that these things get stifled. Why would I just not sell a customer with common sense? They have common sense too. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, obviously this thing is not going to keep debris out forever. You know that. I know that. But I'm giving you a product that is pretty darn good at keeping stuff out. And then my guys are going to come out once a year and do the rest. How does that sound to you?
And it will keep the debris out forever, though. But you do have to maintain the top of it. That's what people aren't thinking about.
You're right. And Alurex in this case guarantees that. They have a clog-free guarantee. It's not going to jam up inside. But if I leave that to the wild and nobody's touching it and managing it, it's going to jam up. I mean, it's again, common sense.
That's anything.
That's right. That's anything. So what happened today? Alurex caught some slack, right? They caught some gruff. I didn't think it was fair. It upset me.
I don't know if Alurex got stuff, but
they were in the line of fire. They were in the line. I did. Come on.
You did all the talking in that video. All right.
Shots fired.
Well, I mean, you guys look damn good in that video, though. I mean,
right. We looked huge.
I mean, I use Alurex. I'm in business 22 years. I've looked at every product under the sun.
We installed some today.
So Alurex actually, first and foremost, just to clarify for those that don't know, they are a continuous hanger system. They want to be classified as a gutter hanger. Right. They don't want to be classified as a gutter cover. They're a hanger. So first and foremost, if I apply a continuous gutter hanger, my gutter is going to be much stronger than using internal hanger space, right? So now everybody's looking at T-Rex and judging T-Rex. T-Rex is not their gutter cover solution. Double Pro is. That's the step up when you want coverage to really keep debris out. Otherwise, T-Rex is it's a continuous gutter hanger. So let's call it what it is. You can't blame them for telling you it's a continuous hanger, but then you're saying, I can't walk away from it and come back in 10 years and have no debris in it. You're a knucklehead if you're walking away for 10 years. Why would you not want to go touch that homeowner as many times in a year as you can? Have a look around the house. Upsell on other services that you do. Blow the roof off and charge them for that. Tell them that you need to do some light maintenance on the system. Why do you guys lean on this lifetime warranty nonsense? It's bad business. It's just poor business workmanship.
And with Alurex, you go from, like, for example, me, right? 6-inch K-Styles, $11.50 a foot in my market is what I sell it for. Now, if you think about that, I'm adding another $16 a foot for the Alurex. Right. So now I'm at $27 a foot, and I'm selling an Alurex job, if not 2 a day. I mean, that's money in the bank. And let's also not forget, Alurex has an amazing warranty where they will pay for your material and your labor on anything that you put your double pro on.
40 years, I think, the warranty.
And labor, material, gutter, everything. They will pay you to go reinstall if something fails and causes damage.
Where else can you get that? Like in the gutter industry,
Nowhere.
that doesn't exist.
Well, they also
Right?
have,
I do roofing,
they also
and
have
that
a very
happens in the
slick
roofing.
marketing kit. They're really trying to help you win over the homeowner. Why would you
Yeah.
not embrace a company like that? They're trying to help you as a contractor.
Agreed.
Here's all the digital assets you need to go to that house and get the sale. How do you not embrace a company like that and say thank you? I mean, they have a big marketing division. They give you access to a folder, right? Isn't there like an online client portal where you can pull all the files? And I mean, it's endless. That is superior service from a manufacturer. That's going above and beyond.
And we have a friend that has only installed Alurex all year last year. He won't sell gutter without it. And they're actually about to start paying 100% of his marketing.
Wow.
Because if you get enough of those points, they will literally pay for your marketing. Nobody does that in any industry.
That's another good thing to talk about. So they do websites for those that don't have. There's all these marketing goodies that you can earn if you collect the points. Kyle, do you know? I know they're changing their point system. The way it has been historically is it's like a postcard in the box. Mm-hmm. It's a pain in the ass. They know it's a pain in the ass. We vocalized it. You got to fish the thing out. You got to hope your guys don't pull the product out on somebody's lawn. The card goes flying. They don't care. They're not earning the points. Yeah. We are, right? The owners. So that system, I think, is going to the wayside. They're doing something a little bit more controlled and user friendly. Somehow we get credit for the purchase. How is that happening?
I haven't heard about that. I'm really excited to learn more
about it. Yeah,
yeah.
But those credits are all valuable, right? You could use them for all kinds of stuff: print marketing, website development, tools, merch, all kinds of stuff.
And I guarantee
this is no different than what the roofing industry has been doing for years. The gutter industry, I've been saying it for years. We're just living in the Stone Ages, right? You look at the roofing industry; they've had all the stuff happening for years. Why are the Kings, Spectra, and why are they not getting in on this? Year-end rebates, things like that. I know Spectra's starting to do that now. So
they're trying to make changes. Everybody's trying to.
Everybody's stepping it up because we have to evolve because our industry is actually evolving. We're not racing to the bottom on price anymore. There are still our guys, right? But Frank and I are loud enough screaming from the mountaintops, like, no, raise your darn prices and have an actual business. You don't need to be the guy answering the phones, doing the thing like all day, every day anymore. You can have an actual business. And we got Ricky here, who is second or third generation gutter owner.
Four generations.
Four.
Incredible. Yeah, his story's incredible.
Golly.
Yeah. I think Ricky has the oldest gutter company in the U.S.
Let's go.
For real?
No, I've been so I used to not be so hands-on I used to be so hands-on with a company now. I went to one of these gutter cons, and I started hearing other installers, and they were telling us like, hey, get off of the trucks. And I started implementing little by little. Now it's been close to I would say like 10 months I haven't put a tow belt on me. I've been running everything straight from the office.
That's why you're getting so much smaller.
Working on
Yeah, and it's just something you got to work on yourself, and then trust your guys. Nobody wants a boss breathing over your neck.
It's true.
How many years has your company been in business, Ricky?
63.
63.
Wow, incredible.
63.
Spanish flex.
But Ricky, tell us, what did it take to do that? So all the stuff that we've been talking about here, the first 10, 15 minutes that we've been on this, you had to go through all that because you probably were not, or probably were close to the cheapest guy when you guys were on the truck always, right? So there had to be some sort of shift, right?
Yeah. So I remember when we were $4 a foot. I remember when we were $5 a foot. I mean, my dad never wanted to raise the prices. He always wanted to help everybody out, and it was something that was killing us because it looked like we were working every single week and we were making money. But if you really looked at the books, we were losing money. We were losing money and losing money and losing money. And then when my dad passed away in 2018, I took over, And I said, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. My dad died right before his retirement. He didn't even get to enjoy his retirement.
That's terrible.
He retired, and then 6 months later, he passed away. And that's something that I told myself I'm not going to do that.
Right. Right.
Good. I mean,
so what did you change then? So what had to happen? We had to increase prices. We had
I started increasing prices. I started telling the guys, you know what? Don't sell ourselves short. We've been in this business for so long that I don't need to devaluate my work. If a customer tells me, hey, I'm going to go with this company, okay, it's your decision.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't need practice.
You'll be back.
Yeah.
You'll be back.
I always tell them, save my card, because everybody always calls me back.
That's right.
I like that.
That's right.
But here's the one of the like secrets, right? From I'm 22 years in. I'm at about $4 million a year with high margins, right? We do really well. We're very profitable here. We're in a real high net worth area. One of the secrets, as you start doing this for a long time and spending the money and burning money up in the fireplace on marketing and lead gen, you start to really realize there's a serious law of diminishing returns. I just cannot continue to spend money exponentially and continue to get more leads the more I spend. You run out of good quality leads. So then you start saying, well, okay, I'm doing 4 million. How do I get bigger? How do I grow? How do I continue to scale? The secret is you need to embrace repeat business. It's the least expensive way to do marketing and lead gen, if you will, but it requires the most effort and the most tact and skill. You have to give a reason for that homeowner to come back to you again and again and again. And one of the biggest things guys do wrong, and I was guilty of it too when I was young, was I would just one and done, do a great job, do an amazing system. Great, they're going to tell everybody about me, get their friends and their neighbors. But I did such a great job, I probably will never see these people again. Man, what a flawed, stupid mentality to have as a young person. Like, nobody. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. But nobody, you got to also wire yourself to be okay with service. Service means you got to take care of that person. You got to speak to them often, and you have to have the people in place to do it. Guys, this is a male dominated industry. Guys generally don't want to do that, right? We want to go out, do a nice job, get paid. I'm out of here, right? We're not really wholesome and nurturing. And that's the secret to growing a business that kills. You
don't hug your customers, Frank?
I hug them. I hug you. You want a hug?
God, I would love a hug.
Over here. We are so invested right now in building our service division. That is, and I already have one. I do, about $1 million a year in recurring services. That's not enough. I need to be doing $3 million a year in recurring services. So every other flavor of business I do, there's some sort of reason to come back and create a maintenance plan, a maintenance agreement.
That's right.
That is what actually, even though we do amazing production work, amazing gutter systems, I could do a $500,000 job on a church or a museum. We take all of that, but the way you have to be front facing is we're a service agreement business. First and foremost, we set agreements with customers to do ongoing maintenance to XYZ on their property. Then you're just going at things differently, right? You're the only guy that approaches it that way. A homeowner with common sense that understands they have to take care of this property and keep it up and touch it, and somebody has to do this stuff, will pay you handsomely if you convince them that you're the guy for that job. And then you're going to get all of that. If you do a little roofing on the side, you'll get the roof. If you do the gutters, obviously you're going to get the gutters when the gutters fail. You'll get everything, but you have to go about it the right way and build the service division to support it. That all leads to rain gutter covers, by the way. Rain gutter covers are a brilliant way to give a reason to the homeowner to have you back. Gutter cleanings are as well, but covers are even easier for you. The gutters are not going to be that dirty, and you could get them to pay you to dust them off once a year. I mean, think about this, guys. Common sense, a little bit of structuring, these agreements and having the right software to set reminders and automate a lot of this, and away you go. You could scale, and you're not paying Google millions of dollars, right? It feels like millions for a really poor return. In fact, return on investment on PPC, we all know it's in the toilet. It's horrible. It's horrible these days. Ricky, you're 60 years or something in business. What's the push on your marketing? Do you do a lot of social media? Do you a lot of content? Are you doing pay per click, or is it all referral and based on your strong name since you've been around so long?
No, we don't have volume, brother. We can't hear you.
Uh-oh. We got some comments though. We got a handful on the installer page. So Christian says, thanks for the backstory, Rick. He and then he likes Frank. I don't know about me and Kyle, but he likes Frank. So
I like Frank.
Thanks, buddy. I like you too.
And then a handful of people. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with these things, but Tyler Henderson. He said he's been in business for 8 years. 2 years ago, he decided to get off the truck and in the office and working on his business. His business doubled and margins are better than ever. So awesome job to you, Tyler. That's freaking awesome.
Phenomenal.
And then there's another one here. What's the guy's name? He wanted us. Patrick says, sounds like he needs to start talking to Alurex and stop talking to Leaf Blaster Pro. I am pro. Stop talking to Leaf Blaster Pro. All right.
Agreed.
Spicy.
I was a Leaf Blaster Pro guy. I've sold them hundreds of thousands of feet, and I can't even get a damn thank you or a phone call back.
Really? See, that's poor customer service.
It's funny though. I've been really vocal about that here probably the last month. Guess who calls my office now every week? But they don't get to talk to me. So
there's nothing that breaks the surface tension of the water in the Leaf Blaster Pro. That's my issue with it. There's no underhousing to draw that water in.
Right.
In a heavy rain, it just goes over the front, and then they have that little dip at the bottom, which just collects granules.
To be completely honest, I've never had issues with Leaf Blaster Pro. I've installed tens of thousands of feet of it or whatever, but I've never had issues with it other than I just can't get a hold of anybody at customer service. So,
well,
my
customer
2 cents
service
is,
will kill your company.
Look, we don't need to fight over who has the best product, right? And we're all in different regions of the country.
That's right.
Look at the screen. Kyle and Rick are both in Texas, but Colin's in the Northwest. I'm in the Northeast. We're all over the map. We have different types of trees and different temperature zones. And if you guys this is the secret. Choose whatever product you want. If you think you get a good price on that product, good for you. Take that product, sell it to your homeowners, and then sell a service agreement. And then go out and dust that damn thing off once a year or more, and you're good. You're good for a long time. You can put whatever product you want. Right. My recommendation is, though, to find a product that gives you a competitive edge. Right. Something that edges out the other products on the market.
You got to differentiate. Don't sell what everybody else is selling.
We like the Alurex product because of that.
Be different.
Continuous hanger. It's very unique, and it makes that gutter damn strong. So that is the competitive edge.
The other thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, man, but
I'll talk all night. You know me.
Oh, I know that, brother. And I can listen to you all night, that New York accent.
Oh, my gosh. Enough with the windows. Come on now.
All right. So Rick and I did, we went to a certification for the permanent lighting.
All right.
And the guy up there was so confident in his product that I pointed it out to everybody. I said, guys, be confident in the product that you're selling. I mean, every one of us probably walked in there thinking, okay, we're going to talk to this guy. We're going to listen to what he says. And then we're going to talk to about 15 other people and find the product we like. I told him, I said, are y'all even thinking about another light right now? Or are you going to buy from this guy because of his confidence in the product? I'm not thinking about buying from anybody. This guy sold me. So if you're confident in the guard that you're selling, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be Step Lock, Flat Lock, Leaf Blaster Pro, Alurex, whatever. If you're confident it's going to work in your area, you're going to sell it. And you're going to sell it again. But like Frank said, you're leaving money off the table if you don't go and offer service to it. Service it.
Right.
It's easy.
100%.
Right.
Yeah. Again, Ricky, check your DMs. You got
it works.
It works?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, he's all right. It doesn't have to be a battle over what's the best product. If you have a relationship with a supplier or a manufacturer and you're getting a good price or you want to convince me that the screen you get is top notch, great. Have at it. It doesn't really matter. Just service the damn thing. Keep your customers happy and make money. Gutter covers is a giant lever on your business. It's a way to turbo boost revenue and compound that money because you're building these service contracts every time you install something, you're the guy that needs to come out and maintain it. And it doesn't have to be a battle on who, what, where, or why. We're old dogs. I'm long in the tooth. I'm telling you what I think is great because I looked at the numbers knowing we were going to talk about covers today. Our installs, over 80% of my rain gutters that go in get the Alurex product. That's the only product my salespeople will put on. And over 80% of my systems get it. It's like a no-brainer. It's our sales process that convinces them. The product looks great. It's our demo. And we're not selling it cheap. I think we're getting at least $12 a foot on it in addition to the gutters. So, we're not giving it away. It's presented in such a light, even with the maintenance that they have to pay for, that the customers say, absolutely, put it on.
Right.
It just makes sense, guys. I mean, let's be real. It just makes sense. And if you're in an area like Rick and I are, where, I do the same gutters every 5 years because hailstorms just destroy everything here.
That's crazy.
And you get to do those guards and gutters again. Oh, yeah, man. It's like being a gutter guy in Texas is kind of like being a car salesman. You just get those repeat customers. It's great. Especially if you have roof contacts and you're doing the roofs as well. I mean, we go out there and bang it out. It's killer.
Right.
Something that Frank pointed out that I want to talk about was some customers do want to have that interaction. Sometimes when you go to a customer's house and you're there, you're trying to sell whatever product you're going to give them, and you're being real friendly and stuff like that. You get the contract done, but then at the end, you just send them a link. Here's my money, just pay me. I like to send my guys and do a walkthrough with the customers. How are the crew? Did they clean up afterwards? Like, they want to see that. They want to see that after effect to see that you're still going to be the same
reviews, right? Guarantee that's when you get your review. So I see it on your shirt, right? That Google 5-star. That's a whole process that a lot of guys are either too lazy or too consumed to try to put that into their program. But Colin knows. Colin's a big proponent. That's how you build reviews. I have a hard time getting. We're 5-star. I don't know, what do we have collectively? Maybe 200 across our different GMBs, but they're stingy in Northeast. New York area, they do not give reviews. They don't want to give reviews. They don't want to be tied to a Google email account. They're like, yeah, I'll do it, but I'm not going to do it. Down south, you guys got, people much more friendly, but that process has to be part of the process. What was that?
I just hit 300 like this week.
Congratulations, by the way. Kyle is how many years in business? 2, 3?
3.5.
3.5 years, 300 5-star reviews.
Oh,
Unbelievable, bro. Tell us about your process with that.
I use a service. I was in business for a year, and I got 35 reviews. And a year and a half, 35 reviews. I went to GutterCon, which I did want to point out, Colin, you said something earlier, like we're growing as an industry, and I do want to say, like, hey man, like shout out to Bren, starting GutterCon brought us all together and kind of helped us all move forward. And we just got to continue that. And that's why we have to be loud so people can hear us the honor of stuff like people like Bren. But we use a product that texts our customer the second they pay their invoice. The second they pay their invoice, they get a text message with a Google link. Yeah, nice job. It makes it easy. Customers want easy. They don't want to have to go to Google and type in your name and all this crap. Right. Send them a link via text. They can just click on it, pop it in, and then boom. We get crazy nice reviews. I mean, the reviews that we get, we post them on our Facebook page all the time. Guys, go check them out. They're literally on my Facebook page, Texas Gutter Guys, and you can just go through and see some of the reviews that people write. I mean, they're this long. Yeah, you got to scroll through them.
Oh, by the way, and I'll say this, not just about our business. I could generalize because I've done the research on this. If you look at reviews, go to Kyle's. I can tell you this is exactly the case. 300 5-star reviews. Read all of these reviews. They're not really focusing, if at all, about the product. They're not talking about the gutters. They're talking about how Kyle and his staff made them feel. They're
That's
talking
all reviews are.
level of customer service, how responsive he was.
Clean up.
He was timely when he showed up for the sales meeting. He was friendly. That's all they care about is how do you make them feel, what level of customer service. It's assumed the gutters need to be good. That's secondary. That's third on the list. They don't even talk about it in reviews. Learns from that, guys. When you read reviews and that is what these people are focused on, give that the most. Do the best job possible on giving them the stuff that's going to A, make them happy, B, give the reviews.
That's one of my favorite business hacks is if I lose to someone, if they beat me in an estimate or something like that, I'll just get so pissed that I will go to their Google business profile and I'm going to read what are they doing better than me. And it'll be right in their reviews. All right. It'll be right in their reviews. But then I also will look at the bad reviews and be like, ooh, I want to make sure I never do that. Ooh, I want to make sure I never do that. All right. So I go learn what they're doing better than me, but then I also, just to make myself feel better, because I'm still, a sour little girl, right, at the end of the day.
Human.
He still does
I
penance.
will read the 1-star reviews and be like, yeah, I'm never going to do that. But I've built a lot of systems off of other people's reviews. Like, oh,
Why not?
Kyle's really good. Like, Kyle gives every client a massage. What the heck? This is weird, but okay, we're going to do it.
Dude,
So-
I literally hugged a customer earlier. She's like, "Can I have a hug?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, you can have a hug."
Dude, you're a hug guy, dude. You're
I'm a
huggy guy.
hug guy,
Of
man.
course.
I'm a big dude. I like hugs.
Ricky too. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, dude, Rick gives the best hugs. He
All right.
scratches your back when he's back there.
save that for later, boys.
Yeah.
Christian Bush is asking, Colin and Rick, do you do yearly services as well?
I don't.
I do.
You do.
Interesting.
Rick, what do you got?
Yeah, so we, you mean like, what do you mean, like where we go back and service the same
The
gutters?
guards.
Yeah, and they pay you for it regularly.
Yeah, so I have different programs that I'm starting to sell. I started maybe like in 2020. I sell like a 6-month and a year, and I sell the 6-month for $500, and then the yearly one. The yearly one is the one I do. I do like $1,200, and I go 2 or 3 times a year, and I go and clean them out, make sure everything's running okay. I'll
Nice.
tell the customer if an elbow is damaged from the yard guys, that when they damage it, I replace it for them and stuff like that. So I do some little stuff like that when customers ask me, like, because I do have some customers that say, hey, I don't want to get on a ladder at all. Like, you're telling me that I have to do maintenance on this thing. Like, I want you to take care of everything.
Right. They
And
don't
I'll tell them, okay.
It's not their thing.
That's right.
So if we
Alex
want to
Mendez.
steal, go ahead, Kyle.
I want to shout out Alex Mendez. He says, "I'm here. I want to learn because I'm in roofing and solar and launching gutters in Texas and California. So
Awesome.
Let's
you're at the right
go.
place, man. You're at the right place.
Yeah. Bring it, brother.
So, we're putting out Service Titan right now. We're rolling out Service Titan. We've been on Jobber for 7 or 8 years. Service Titan is super expensive, very elaborate.
Selective.
So there's 5. That too,
Selective.
I couldn't get their attention for months. We couldn't.
For sure.
They wouldn't return our phone calls. So there's 6 of us on management, and so we're all involved in various ways on onboarding. So Service Titan was built originally for HVAC, right? And then they started morphing ever so slightly and flexing to let other service industries, like Tommy Mello is in garage doors. That was like revolutionary for him to push them to allow him to do garage door service and sales with this software. One thing I could teach you guys, and it came up today in a meeting. We had 2 meetings today. They were an hour long each, a little over an hour long each. Intensive. They move fast. They call that in Service Titan, it's called a membership. So what you can do is structure, say like it's the cover dusting or gutter cleaning. That's their membership fee. You charge them that once a year, and as long as they're paying once a year, they are a member. They have a membership. If they keep that membership intact, you then apply a discount, or you let them have a discount, 10% savings, 15% savings, on any other service you provide. So it motivates them. Like in my case, I own a drainage business. Right now, we're forming a C Corp. Our attorney is working on this, and we're going to merge 2 of our LLCs, and everything's going to be under my name brand, Heneghan Home Services. So we're in the midst of that. So we do drainage, we do pumps, we do sump pumps, we do outdoor pumps, we do catch basin cleanouts. Once I open the door, hey, you're a member. Call it a membership. It feels different to the homeowner. Give them a membership and give them, with membership comes privileges. What are the privileges? Well, you get a discount. Oh, I get a discount on what? On all the other things we do. Oh, what else do you do? Oh, well, allow me to tell you. And it just opens the door to the conversation. And now you're doing 5 things at their house instead of just the gutter dusting. And they are getting a discount. They feel good about it. Again, if the customer service level is there, they're probably telling their neighbors. And then this monster just keeps evolving. The next thing you know, you got the whole neighborhood, and you're doing Send Jim postcards, and it's a system you have to work, and you have to be accurate, dead on accurate with it. But if you sexy it up, call it what it should be, a membership, give it discount because membership comes with privileges, you can really kill it. You can do a lot of things.
You got gears moving in my head, man, and I'm like,
I'm telling you, dude,
you could offer something like a 5% discount on the total job if they sign up to be a member, and then you have an annual fee to be a member, and you offer those dustings, and you're going to get that money back, and you get to go continuously touch that customer and let them know that you're there. And when they do need your services again, or they move, you know what they're going to do? They're going to call you because you're the only one that did that. You differentiated yourself from everybody else. I got the word right this time.
Ah, you nailed it. That pissed you off, didn't it?
Man, I was like, son of a bitch.
He had a good video and he had tripped on that word and it pissed him off. Funny.
I had cotton balls in my mouth, I guess.
That's it. I mean, look, it's really hard, especially for guys that are talented. If you're a talented installer and you get out there and kill it, and you're blinded by the fact that I'm going to go out and build this system today. I'm going to do a hell of a job, and I'm going to bulletproof this thing, and I'm going to puck all the seams and make everything look perfect, and hand cut my miters, and from underneath the gutter looks like the homeowner's going to be thrilled. If that's you're tired at the end of the day, you're not looking at it as building a service empire, and it's such a flaw in your business design.
But we're a service company.
Well, explain that. Why? Because you're providing the service of installation.
I mean, honestly, if you look at the definition of what we do, we're a home service company.
Right, but you're not providing, to me, recurring services.
No, I know, but I'm agreeing with you. Okay. I'm telling you that
he's saying we're a service company.
We're a service company.
We're the damn service.
We need to be servicing. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, that's what we do.
People look at us as a commodity. Like in the space, people will literally say gutters are a commodity. Everybody buys them. It's a race to the bottom. And no, it's not. Quit selling gutters. Start selling your darn service. Let's go.
Sell yourself. Sell your company. Sell your educate your customers on what you do, and that's how you move forward. I can't say educate your customers enough, but at the end of the day, the strongest phrase that I use with a homeowner is, "This is the most expensive investment of your life. Why would you hire the cheap company to do it?"
There you go.
We protect it, right? That's what we're doing. We sell adulting. We sell a need, not a want. There's nothing sexy about what we do. I mean, let's be real here.
What's your current time with a customer that you set yourself to sell the job? Like when you get there, you have so many minutes with a customer. Like what is it, like 30, 40 minutes? What do you give yourself?
So today, yeah, exactly what Colin said. It really depends. Sometimes I'm in and out of the house in 45 minutes. It depends on how engaged I can get the customer.
That's like 40 minutes longer than the average guy,
No, 100%. I actually had a customer 2 days ago. I was sitting there with him. I was there for about an hour and a half. I'm with a customer between an hour and an hour and a half, and I leave a 2-hour window for appointments. So I run 9, 11, 1, 3, and 5 is my appointments every day. My appointments are that, and then my sales guys run in the same appointments. Most of our jobs are about 30 minutes away from each other, so that's what we do. And he literally asked it was the first time I've ever had a customer ask this question. And I loved it. It was awesome. He said, if I called another gutter company to come give me a quote, what is he going to say differently than you? And I was like, holy shit, I'm in an interview. Yeah. And I told him, I said, honestly,
He's going to tell you this gutter cover is perfect.
He's probably going to not tell you anything. He's going to get there and say, "Hi, I'm so and so with Chuck on a Truck's gutter company, and I'm going to measure it. You'll get an email from my boss in the next day or two with the price."
Right.
If y'all are doing that, stop.
That's right.
Yeah. You're killing your own self, man.
So, hold on. Some might be like, I'm not doing that. I'm writing it on a carbon copy piece of paper and sticking it on their door before I leave, Kyle.
Oh, even grosser. It's like, come on, guys. Sit down with your customers and at least tell them.
Educate.
Yes, educate them. Tell them why you're different. Tell them why you're priced the way you're priced. If you're doing that, I guarantee you're selling on price. If you're doing that, you're selling on price because you can't build value like that. I don't care if you have 1,000 5-star reviews. You cannot build value like that. You're going to be selling on price. And selling on price is a race to the bottom.
This is true.
It's a race to being bankrupt.
I had my sales guy go to this customer's house, and he sold a job, and the customer called to give the deposit, and he was like, "Do you know, I want to tell you how your sales guy Mike did." She was so impressed with him, educated her on the decision. She was a widow, and he educated her, walked around the house, showed her the hangers, the gutter, everything. And she said, I had gotten 2 other quotes, and they left the price on the back of a card.
You know what they always say? I don't even know what I'm getting. I don't even know what this quote is for. What are you exactly putting on my house? I have no idea what 6K white means. I don't know. What's 0.032? I'm supposed to know what that is? You just stuck it in my mailbox. I don't know.
It means absolutely nothing because, guys, they don't teach gutters in school. People don't know what the hell you're talking about. You need to simplify it and say it in terms that they know what you're saying. End of story.
Right.
Just educate them, tell them what they're getting, and explain it. Show them. Let them touch it and feel it. Bring a 6-inch K. If it's scratched, make a new piece. Take it over there. Take different guards over there. Let them touch it. Leave it with them. Alurex, for example, sends me a crap load of samples that I can just leave with my customer. Here, check this out. Give me a call if you have any questions. And every one of my quotes, too, guys, and this is something we just started doing, there's a line item at the bottom. And every one of my sales guys has their name with their phone number and their email on it. And it's in the line item. When I go through my whole pitch at the very bottom, and if y'all have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. If y'all, can't remember something that I told you, just give me a holler. I'd be more than happy to answer those questions.
Right.
One of my best things that I started leaving behind with customers, and we've kind of gotten away from it, and I don't remember why, but we always have scrap pieces of gutter, right? The first 6 to 8 feet are always messed up. The last 6 to 8 feet, right? So I was like, how can I use this stuff? Hey, crew, just start chopping those into little 1-foot pieces. Mm-hmm. Actually, big enough that we did like 13 or 14 inches. Big enough that our folders can fit in them. I bought a bunch of stickers with our logo on it, put it on the front of the gutter. And we left those with every unsold job. And the amount of people who called us back because the stupid piece of gutter was left in their house. All right. The folders, the business cards, the estimates, they all get lost, especially if it just ends up in their email, right? But when you leave a freaking piece of gutter, like, they don't throw it away. So I need to go back to doing that.
You know what? That just posed the question, and we've asked this a million times, and we've polled, and it's time to poll again. And gutter installer and gutter installers are 2 great places to do it. We're going to run, George, tomorrow, if you could run this poll for me. I'm really curious, and you guys, it could be anonymous. This is not a witch hunt. How many guys are still on paper? I'm really curious how many guys are selling with a Staples contractor quote form, or even a personalized in triplicate, carbon copy dealie or single page or whatever. I'm really curious who's using paper versus digital. We need to understand this. Understand the demographic of the industry on that particular for so many reasons, for gutter app being one of them. But guys, I mean, that's an easy way to pivot, and we have ways to get you to digital free. Patrick, Carden, I am. You're on paper, buddy. You're on paper. Look, paper has its privileges and its angles, and I get it. It's simplicity in of itself, but customers, Colin just said it. You put the thing down, it blows away. That's problem number one. It's finite. It could be destroyed. The dog could chew it. It's not memorialized digitally, right?
Right. Hey,
Well, I could.
we
Can
got a
I touch on
question.
this?
Yeah, go for it, Ricky.
So I don't run a CRM. I've been in business all this time, and I have an intricate system that I've had since 2018, I believe. So I scan everything as soon as I bought this little mobile scanner. I do the printout and I save it, and then I send it over to my computer. My computer then schedules it for me. I separate it in the office and I check the materials that I have because I usually have everything in stock.
Yeah.
But that's something me and Kyle have been talking about because
It's a sketch. Like what keeps you married to the paperwork? Is it the sketch of the house, the diagram? What exactly?
yeah. So I program it in. I have all my customers saved on a big database that I have, and I check up on them. If somebody calls me and says, "Hey, you did my gutters in 2005," I have the original sketch saved on a computer,
Oh my
and
goodness.
I could actually track it back to that. And it's an old system that I have, but it works. And I go to these events and I hear people talking about CRMs and all this, and that's something that me and Kyle talked about this when I was over there. I want to start going into like maybe Jobber or something like that.
Right.
Just something that could help me out and make things simpler because as it is, I'm already out of the truck. Now I want to make my life a little bit simpler and getting something like that.
Gutter App's ready to re-release. I mean, it's on the app stores, but it's a very simple but powerful PDF creator, right? You can build a quote very cleanly, all the intelligence behind selecting gutter, style and type and size and profiles. All of that's already baked into it, so you could select all of that as you're building the quote, line item by line item. You could convert that into send the quote, get the customer to approve it, convert it into a contract digitally, get an e-signature on that, include general terms and conditions, notice of cancellation, anything. Now, I know Texas is a little different, but in a lot of states, I'm in Connecticut and New York, you have to have, it's a contract's worthless if you don't have a notice of cancellation with a 30-day rescission period and general terms and conditions and all these things. So you could customize this and save it on the settings side to make it personalize it the way you want to do business, and then impress that customer with a digital contract. We don't charge $1 for that. Gutter App is absolutely free. It's freeware. We have hundreds of thousands of dollars into the development of it. We're 3 years in on this. This is my baby. I can't wait to showcase it. We'll be talking a lot about it on the show. But Ricky, that might be something like if you need to create, those situations where you're like, all right, I can get away with the paperwork on this one, no problem. But sometimes you want to impress somebody, or it might serve you to create a digital quotation. Use the app.
No, and you know what? We're all old. Like I'm old school. I was raised old school, so that's all I've known all my life. I've been running this business with my family on our own. I didn't start going to. I went to a GutterCon, and then I went to another Gutter Summit, and so forth.
Yep.
I started looking for education outside of my comfort area, and that's when I met Kyle. I met other guys that I've grown to have a good bond with, and they've been teaching me. And that's what it is in this industry. You have to help each other out.
That's the one thing we all share. It's that thirst, that hunger. I mean, Colin and I go back years and years and years. Same thing. We're all on a quest for more, and it's really awesome to have you guys. It's amazing. When we get together, Ricky, we were just together in Vegas, and you sit next to one another, and you're like, we're the same type of guy. You have that bond because we're here for a higher education, something we can't get anywhere else than getting together with each other.
And something I noticed is a lot of gutter installers, they're afraid. They're afraid of saying something. They're afraid of talking. Once you open them up and you start getting to know and networking, that's where the money is. Networking is where you guys sit together and you talk and you say, "Hey, I'm having trouble with this." Well, you know what? I'm doing this. It's amazing. As soon as I met Kyle, I bonded with him immediately. He was somebody that I was like, wow,
Good people.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of this, right? And the conventions are phenomenal for it because it's not just about table time or watching somebody on stage. It's about sitting amongst each other. And Kyle and Colin do this all the time with me. We call each other, and I'll steal this from them, and I'll lend what I have to them, and we kind of help bolster each other. Here, take mine, give me yours, and we just kind of like fill in the gaps, the holes that each of us have collectively, and we're that much more fortified and strong because of each other. And you think about how much time you save, right? Than trying to like clunk along down the street and figure it out on your own. No. Let me show you. I've done this. I already did the homework. Take my research on it. You do it. And I mean, what a bond, man. I love working with you guys. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Hey, real quick, Kyle, we've got a question.
Yeah.
What service are you using for your reviews? Are you using Nice Job, or so tell us?
I am using Nice Jobs.
Nice Job.
I have a lot of experience with Nice Job as well. For me, it's hit or miss. We go through, it gets streaky. We're not using it anymore, but it was streaky where it would be awesome. All of a sudden, they all come in a flurry. It's almost like it's a glitch in the software because it'll be like, like 3 a day, 3 a day, 3 a day. And then all of a sudden, like a lull. And it's odd.
We found out that, so we actually just emailed them because, I hired an office manager and she's going through all of our background stuff that guys, I'm not techie at all. Like I can drive, I can do gutters, I can sell, but I love hugging. But I'm not techie. Like my wife, I didn't even have a computer when I met my wife. I didn't have an iPad, I didn't have a computer. I did everything pen and paper. And when I opened this company, my wife and I went on vacation and I got like 5 jobs approved. And they're like, "What can you install it?" And I'm like, "Well, shit, I guess when I get back from vacation, because my drawings are in my office." And so now everything's in my iPad, and I take my iPad everywhere, and I can send my drawings, my sketches to my install crew and be like, "Hey, do this," and get it scheduled. My CRM's on there. So sorry, that was a tangent. Back to Nice Jobs. I found out that we had 29 more reviews that didn't get posted because they left them on the Nice Job platform.
Right. That's the problem with those third parties.
And that's the thing, because they didn't have a Gmail.
Right. They either choose to not set up a Gmail account just to give you the review, or they don't want to, or they just happen to click give the Nice Job review.
Exactly.
And then it's stuck on the Nice Job.
But there's a way to turn that off, too, where they can't leave Nice Job reviews.
Correct. There's also, and I don't want to drag this out, but there's a widget that you could take the Nice Job account, add this widget to your website, and now the people that only leave Nice Job reviews, those could revolve and showcase on your website. So if I go to your website and I'm on the homepage and I'm
cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm just checking it out. Like, all right, what's this about? Down at the bottom, it'll flip. There'll be a new one. Sally Smith said this. Colin DeHaan said that. Ricky said that. It looks like it's coming in real time. That's the effect it gives you.
I had that when we had Nice Job.
Yeah.
But to your point, Frank, I felt like it was like sometimes they forgot, and then bam, we'd get a bunch of reviews, and then Google would be like, whoa, you're getting too many reviews, and then it would stop.
Who knows if it's Google pushing back?
So, I don't know.
It could be Google pushing back. They've been pushing us hard lately.
Well, they did it. They robbed everybody last year. Remember when they took all those reviews away?
Dude, I was tripping. I was texting you about that. Like, where's your reviews? Did you lose yours too?
Yeah. And then
did you get them all back?
Slowly. I mean, it's so hard to even keep track because we're doing 3-4 jobs a day. Like it's like I don't even know what's coming or going anymore. It's mayhem.
Hey, we're gonna start getting reviews about having all our teeth.
Let's go.
Thanks to Colin.
All his teeth. I couldn't believe it.
Oh my god. I have an extra tooth.
Anybody out there that might need teeth, I'm apologizing for this crew. I will take them out by the shed when this show is over, and we will straighten them out. But
Colin,
what? You know what? You guys,
who started this, Colin?
Guys,
not wrong.
I'm just saying what we all know. All right, come on.
Do better, guys. Get more foot. Your teeth are worth it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get some teeth.
I mean,
Charge more, get some teeth.
especially if you're in front of the customer, you need to be dressed to impress. And when you smile,
Sure. I'll tell you guys a story. I played D1 rugby in college. I hit my tooth. I got somebody's head right in my tooth, and I killed the tooth essentially. Like it started getting dark. I was 19 years old, and my college roommates called me shit tooth. Like I had the best nickname, right? It's like you mother, are you kidding me? My tooth turned brown, my front tooth. So of course I had to have a root canal, and they put in a crown. So I had it fixed. Then I go, I'm 49 now, so I don't know, maybe 6 years ago, I'm like, it's time for a new crown. I gotta update this thing. So they were screwing around with like temps and getting the color of the tooth. That's what it was. It was going to the lab. They sent it back to the lab like 6 times. It's just not right. It's the shade's off a little bit. We want to make it perfect. It's your front tooth. So I go to the dentist. They make a little note about the color, send it back to the lab, come back like 2 weeks later. This went on for like 3 months. I had a friggin' like a chiclet temporary tooth in my head. And I'm dealing with customers and like interfacing with people. And I was so self-conscious. I thought the thing was going to fall out. I didn't know what was coming and going. But it's amazing how when you can't present well, it's a problem. People sense it, It's like a dog could smell it on you.
I mean, Frank, I don't know how many of us would be listening to you if you had a shit tooth, brother.
I would have no group. There would be no following. I would do it.
His chest might make up for it. Who knows?
Yeah. Fucking shit tooth.
Oh, but I get one of my roommates on this podcast one night, and they will lay into me, boy.
Are any of the roommates that your guys that you go on these guys trips with? Because I really missed out when you came to Austin, bro.
That Austin trip. Oh, that was the other. Yeah, I was in Austin a few times now.
Yeah.
No, different crew.
Okay,
That's
right.
one of my high school buddies' crew. Yeah.
Hey guys, don't talk about Frank and shit tooth, guys. All right, keep that on the DL.
I'm gonna give George a picture of me in the dentist chair with that tooth out, and we'll post it on the pod. So, I mean,
I'm gonna use AI and generate it.
Hey, y'all, we got a good question. We got a question that we need to address.
Love it. What do we got?
All right, so Tyler Henderson, he says, another topic for you gentlemen. How do you go about not being able to wrap and letter all your trucks and trailers because of great partnerships with huge roofing companies in the area? Them not wanting your logos on their company jobs, etc. Huge hit on your marketing, of course, but also over $500,000 in work coming from the roofing company.
Okay, well, let's where I'm going to go right to the numbers and attack this. $500,000 what? Like, what are the margins? Let's talk about how much over hustle are you doing for that $500,000? You might take that energy and time and plug it into your own brand with a lettered truck and double that number. You just don't know. I know if you show me the math, but like, what are you getting a foot? Let's drill down to it. $500,000 is $500,000, but if the margins are shit, I walk away from it. I didn't start making real money until I got away from the vampires known as roofers and contractors that absolutely stifled my business. When you're doing jobs like that, it's like, I know this painter's over here working on this side. You can't finish that gutter. Come back in a week. You're stretching my money out. Now you have 2 or 3 of these jobs for 3 different contractors that are stifled or stopped or stop, show up, do the gutters, but then you get there and the whole crew can't work. Done. I'm done. And the money, the most important part was the money sucked. So it sounds good. $500,000 sounds great, but let me see the overhead on that $500,000.
So he commented, and Tyler, you can call in, man. Call in 914-483-5343. The numbers.
Keep a truck or 2 white unmarked for the.
He says one crew full time $8 per foot.
You're not making much on that. The way I pay my guys, I'd be making 50 cents to $1 a foot. That's not worth it for me. The liability, the risk, all the stress and headache of scheduling these guys. You kidding me for $1? No.
Yeah, our gross profit on that would be about $3 per foot, which is garbage, right? And then you
Or
add
like
in
not
all the overhead, the maintenance on the vehicle, like all the
wear and
overhead.
tear of the things nobody calculates until all
Right.
of a sudden I have a blown transmission. I got to come up with $8,000.
That's right.
Tyler,
Who's not coming out with that $8?
I want to say something. Tyler, listen, if you have the reputation with that roofer to do good, show up on time, they don't give a shit what's on your van, brother. You need to build that relationship with them and be like, look, guys, this is how it is. I'm going to show up on time. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do it right one time.
I think the problem
Have your roofer sell you. Like, be like, look, I got Texas gutter guys coming over here to do your gutters. Go look up their reviews. This is the company that we use.
Kyle, I think it's a moot point. I think the bigger problem is the $8 a foot. It's not what it doesn't matter what's written.
But
on
it doesn't answer his question, right? It doesn't answer
No.
his question.
I could touch on that. I have had contractors tell me, like, tell your guys not to wear like any letterheads or anything like that. And I told all the contractors, I ain't working unless my flag is not on their shirt.
Yeah,
Like,
God bless.
I'm gonna work and I'm gonna show this logo and I'm gonna show it. I don't care if you don't give me work. This is my logo. The only reason you want me to not have that is because you're making money off of me.
That's right.
You want me to be just a no-name company because you're making $2,000 or $3,000 off my name, or off the gutter job. That's the only reason they tell you not to use your own letterheads. That's the problem.
For me, like as someone who does roofing and gutters and window, like a full exterior company, and utilize the subs. I mean, our gutters are done in house, but that's part of my sales process. I tell them, yeah, we use subcontractors on our roofing crews.
Right.
Like
Everybody
it's
does.
part of my thing. Like, why would I not tell them if this was a roofing company, Tyler, that's giving you $500,000 a year worth of gutter work? That means they've got to be doing, $15-20 million in roofs. All right. That's a lot of gutter jobs to $8 a foot to hit $500K. But
let's split it down the middle. Keep the crew white labeled. Don't put a logo on it. And then all for your retail work, make sure you're showing up in a lettered vehicle.
Or tell them if I show up in an unlettered vehicle, it's $12 a foot. Have them pay for it.
I think you need to work on getting more for the buck. If you could get 12, like let's say the $12. If you could get 12 a foot, who cares if there's no logo on it?
He shared some numbers. He says his material is only $2 a foot, and his labor is $150 per foot.
It's the trade-off. They're not going to give you $12 a foot because
that's what they're selling it for.
Exactly. So
yeah. So
if you want more money,
at the end of the day,
put the logo on it and get out there and build your brand. Work on your.
So last year in 2025, I was probably 60-40, 60 contractor, 40% retail, and the roofing industry. The roofing industry in Texas, in Central Texas, just went in the shitter. All the roofers, they stopped calling. We didn't have any work. Houses stopped getting built. We were like, holy crap, we got to reposition.
Roofers become gutter guys too.
Yeah, and we had to reposition. And I raised my prices whenever the roofers stopped calling me. And then they these onesie twosies, they're like, hey, why is the price more? It's like, well, I've repositioned my company, and now I'm 95% retail and 5% contractor, and we are one of the more expensive companies to use, and we have 5 builders and 5 roofers that use us for everything, and they literally say Kyle with Texas Gutter Guys is the best. He's going to carry a warranty with you, and they sell the fact that they use an actual gutter company to do the gutters versus them being a roofer. Have them change the way they do their business to use you because you are that person that they want.
Great point, Kyle. It's a great angle on that.
That's exactly it.
And look, Tyler, be careful. The roofing industry is full of snakes. We all know this. It's all over the internet. These guys are robbing and stealing. They're fabricating insurance damage, mechanical damage on roofs to pull claims. They don't pay subs. They stretch you guys out. There are a lot of good guys out there too. So like Kyle said, if they're good guys, then they understand and they respect you and your business, and they should let you sell your wares and come do your thing and be you and sell their customers the fact that they have the best gutter guy for the job. But be careful. I don't want to see anybody get hurt and not get paid by these guys that are grabbing the $15 a foot, like you said, lying to you that they're getting 10 when they're getting an extra 5, and just hurting you. It's just greed. It's greed.
Yeah,
I've seen,
it says he's been doing their work for 7 years.
Well, that's
I mean,
a long time. That's the witching number, by the way. 7 years. It's time for change. So I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
I don't know. I've got a different opinion. I think like I'm definitely not the contractor guy. I don't do a lot of contractor stuff, but 7 years, that's a long time. That's a good relationship. Tyler, I think you just go sit down with your contact there and just be like, look, hey man, here's the deal. I want to build my business, and I can't do that running around in a white truck, white trailer. Like, I really want to wrap all my vehicles, and
How do we do
like
this?
to have a wrapped one.
Yeah.
Can we work something out where you guys, like what Kyle said, where you guys get to brag on that you're using the best rated gutter company in town, and just hit on that, man. I mean, if you really are only your gross is, I mean that's like 60% gross. If your expenses are only $350 a foot,
Is that
you
net,
know-
triple net though? Are you
oh
sure?
no, that's not his net. That's his gross. That's his gross. So his cogs are $350 a foot. He's getting 8. If they'll let you have a wrapped vehicle and let their customers review you and let you like be in that neighborhood, that's a big deal, man. Especially if this company's, it sounds massive. So if they're willing to parade you and build you up and boost you up, I think that's worth it, man. So I would go have that conversation.
You know, and I'll be the pessimist. I think there's a timeline on relationships like this, especially for guys that are trying to do their own thing and scale and build their business. It's 7 years. I mean, that's right around the time when I started, where things started. I started, flying the nest. Like I don't need these contractors anymore. It's time for me to have my brand. It stands on its own, does its own thing. Let's get this money. Let's break that $1 million ceiling. Let's go get $1.5 million, 1.8. And we did it. We pushed, and that's the time we started, hitting those types of numbers. But at that point, I had to build the brand. I needed my trucks lettered, running up and down the highways, in order to get the word out, who we are and what we do. And it's a decision you make. You could live a long life working as a subcontractor. That's a model. That's a business model for sure. That'll save you an overhead, right? It's got its own unique kind of set savings there. But then you're kind of beholden to these guys. And like I said, nothing lasts forever except death and taxes. They're going to find a way to find a cheaper guy. They're already thinking about it. I don't want to be a dick about this, but like they're already trying to figure out to find the guy that'll do it for 6.5 or 7.
I don't know. He's in Cincinnati, dude. There's guys doing it for 5, 6 all day long. So I think I would optimize your pessimism. I don't know, but
No.
Everybody
he's
on
got
here is a
8%
business owner, though. Like, we're all business owners.
I'm just talking from my experience, and it was
and what I'm saying is everybody that's watching this show right now is a business owner.
Right.
And at the end of the day, Tyler, you're a business owner, and at one point you worked for somebody doing gutters, and you decided that you wanted to make your own rules. Don't let anybody else tell you how to run your business.
There you go.
That's why you opened up your company. I mean, that's the simplest answer.
Right. So then
how many leads can you get driving to that house?
Let me at least say this. If you're going to stay in the deal, guard that relationship. And in order to guard that relationship, you better be damn close enough to that contractor that you could talk about this stuff and have conversations like this, where he's still holding you up. And you're like, hey, look, I'm trying to grow still. How do we do this? How do I grow? Can we talk openly about this? You should be able to have that type of conversation with this guy. Kyle, you got somewhere to be? You got a date? What's going on here?
No, I just got a picture from Brittany. She's in Savannah, Georgia on a girls' trip.
Whoa.
And she broke my luggage at the airport. She just sent me a picture of it. They literally broke it.
Brutal.
Yeah, so, yeah, awesome.
Great start, honey.
This is ADHD, man. My wrist vibrates. I have to look at it.
I get it. I'm tempted to get one of those iWatches, but
No, but I mean, Tyler, you need to do what makes you feel comfortable too, man. Like at the end of the day, all we're given is advice, and it's something that
you're in
you
a
can
pickle.
take and make your own.
It's a
You're in
good
a
problem to
pickle.
have. It's a good problem to have, but
$500,000 a year is not chump change, brother. It's not.
It's more than most gutter companies are doing. So,
yeah,
Agreed.
right. Yeah,
Agreed.
it's a good point.
So, if you have another van that's out doing other installs too, then I mean that's just a win as well. You got those guys, and they're paying the bills while your other guys are making the real money too. I mean that's another thought. Like how many crews do you have, Tyler? Is there multiple crews?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why don't you
that's-
just parse it and have the unmarked vehicle take care of these
You
crews, these jobs?
100%.
Build your brand on the side.
Yeah, you could do that too, for sure. Ricky, what do you think? I mean, I know you touched on it, but like, what
He was strong
if you
in his-
were in his shoes? What was that, Frank?
Oh,
I don't do much contractor work. If contractors tell me that they want me to go in an unmarked van, I tell them no.
See, I'm saying he's
No,
strong
I'm
in
not-
his
he
conviction.
flexes on them and says, "What?"
No, I'm not gonna do that because
Olympian?
it's just my way of I work really hard. I want my logos everywhere. I mean, you see my trucks; they're all wrapped to the T, and you
Yeah.
see my logos. Everybody knows my logos, and I'm like, you should be proud to say that I'm going to be doing your gutters.
That's right.
So I don't. To me, I don't do much contractor work, so I can't touch. But if it's that much money, then I understand why he's doing it.
Yeah.
Well, and if he's somewhat new to the industry too, like say his company's new, I mean, we have to build off those contractors. I mean, that's what I did when I first opened. I drove Uber for 8 months. I did Uber and Uber Eats and I pitched every single person that got in my truck whenever I was taking them to, the airport and taking them to dialysis and whatever. I was like, hey, I own a gutter company. Here's my card. And, in hindsight, they're like, well, why the hell would I buy gutters for my Uber driver? But I didn't care. I wanted to get my name out there, right? And, I called every single roofer in Austin, and I was like, hey, man, this is what I do. This is my price. And I picked up a shitload of at one point had one of the biggest roofing companies in the U.S. They're not the biggest, but they're one of the biggest. And they have something like 1,700 salespeople in Texas, and I had them on lock. I went and did a meeting with them and talked to all their sales guys in a conference room and pitched why they should use me. But at the end of the day, they dropped me because I went up 50 cents, right? Materials went up, I went up.
Right.
So that's a tough one, man. I mean, yeah, I can say real hard that I would do this, but in your situation, I don't know if I would. I might bend to it a little bit.
All right, what's cooking in the rest of the week here, guys? Anybody have anything good going on?
Kicking butt, taking names, man.
Yeah, we
Big
so
install
I do my
tomorrow.
annual. I try to get away in the winter, right? That's kind of like that's what old people do, right? We mend our bones at some point. I have a number of trips coming up, but nothing that interferes with our regularly scheduled podcast except for Hawaii. I'm doing Hawaii in mid-March. The Greers happen to be traveling. His kids are on spring break. He's popping into Maui, and he's staying with us for him, the kids. What day are you coming in? 4 days or 5 days? Midweek?
16th through the 21st.
So will we be together on Thursday?
Uh-huh. Is the 16th on Thursday? I haven't looked that far ahead in my calendar.
Yeah, 16th is a
Well,
Monday.
wait, are we
It's
not
Monday,
on
so
next
yeah.
week? Then?
No, we're on. Everything's
No,
normal.
this is March.
March 19th.
16th through the 21st. We fly home. We get there on the 16th at around noon, and then we leave there around, I think it's like 10 a.m. is when our flight leaves on the 21st, so Saturday.
Yeah. So we're going to try. We're not going to try. We're going to do it, Kyle. We'll get on a laptop or something on Thursday the 19th. We'll be 6 hours behind. Yeah.
Okay,
It'll be sunny and bright, and we'll be kicking it. And
Beautiful.
we'll try to throw something funny in the backdrop for you guys.
Yeah,
And,
maybe a whale. There'll be whales back there.
well, maybe I'll have my shirt off,
Oh, Oh, what a dick.
Whale joke. What are you talking
Yeah.
What was the ding dong? What was that?
It's time to go to bed.
We're just taking a shot.
Not all of us are batching it up right now, Kyle. So.
Oh, dude. So speaking of, my babysitter got in a car accident on the way to our house, and I almost wasn't able to
You're
make
not having
it.
a good streak today.
Brother.
Broken
And
luggage, car accident.
I dropped my daughter off with her godmother, and
Final
I
destination.
was like, please, can you help me?
I have a podcast tonight.
I do. I gotta help some people answer some stuff.
The only thing I want to know is, Ricky, did you have fun? And would you please come back sometime and see us over here?
I did, of course, anytime.
All right.
We're just going bananas with the sound effect.
Ricky, thank you for joining us. Kyle, always good having you, man.
Great job, guys.
Listen,
Thank you all.
Thank
This was a good one. Thanks, everybody. Tyler,
Next time,
everybody that was commenting.
phone calls. We need some phone calls. Next time, if you have something to say, give us a call and we'll
Yeah.
take you on. All right,
So I'm
George,
excited for phone calls.
George is yanking me off with a cane.
I'm batching it up, boys.
Oh, man. God bless.